Hello everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Sagittarius, and it's for March 2019. So it's for you, my beautiful and ever so powerful Sagittarius, and it's for March 2019. It is number 6 that is going to be your number this month. Number 6 is indicating the fact that you are actually going to go through your own rebirth. This month, this is going to be literally the beginning of your own rebirth, and it's all about your destiny, and it's all about your fortune, and it's all about your personal transformation. March 2019, it is going to be very special indeed. March 2019, it is going to be probably the most significant month of this year when it comes to you, my beautiful Sagittarius, because this most certainly is going to be your time. This is going to be the time to shine, because purely out of all the things that you have been focusing on, all those things that you have been thinking about, all those, all the hard work that you had, all the energy that you used, it's all about to start paying off. This is so important. This is not only about those of you that have been waiting for the certain success, like from those things that you have been focusing on, like in a halfway and things like that. This is just all about the beginning. The whole month is literally going to be about the new beginning, and about a very special unfoldment that you are going to have, that is literally going to be life-changing. If you are looking for a job, if you are looking for work and you're not working, I mean, this month is going to be absolutely fantastic, bombastic and incredible month, because it is going to bring you something really special. It is going to bring you something very powerful. It is going to bring you the job that is just going to blow you away in many different ways, because you are going to find yourself being a part of the situation, surrounded by the people, and so you're going to find yourself being a part of the situation that is just going to be a very particular time. It's the 11th of March. 11th of March is going to be very significant for you, because on this particular day you are going to have a very strong connection with the spirituality, with the spirit world, and also it is going to be the time, 11th of March, when you're actually going to come across a little spirit. Little spirit is going to be around you. Little spirit is going to come through. Little spirit is going to come forward, and this spirit is going to be different for obviously different Sagittarius people, and it all depends like on your personal karma. It is all depends on your spiritual journey, what kind of spirit is going to come through. But these spirits are going to be very good. These spirits are going to be very wise, because they're going to have a really wonderful and wise message for you. On the 11th of March, you need to watch for like a very shape, like the shape in the corner of your eye. When you realize that there is a certain shape like at the corner of your eye, and then you look, then there's nobody there, you look on this side, there's like, oh my god, there's someone there, and then you look and then there is nobody there. This is what kind of experience you're actually going to have on the 11th of March. This is the actual experience you're going to have. Once you have this particular experience, once you feel this spirit, once you feel this energy, once you're part of this wonderful, really deep and beautiful dimension, you will need to realize what you were thinking about the time, and also you will need to realize what is the big problem, what you need to working on, and what you were thinking about the time, like most importantly. And later on in the day, there's going to be the certain message that is going to come through forward from that experience. There is a message, that there's a particular word that you're going to have, and that particular word is just not even going to seem that big. It's not going to even seem that significant. It's not even going to seem that powerful. But as the time go by, this is going to make more sense. Please write this down. 11th of March is going to be so important, because the person from the spirit world, the spirit from the spirit world, is going to deliver you a very special message. The message that you're going to get is going to be in just one word, and that particular word that you're going to get, it is just going to be something that is going to become the part of your mind, the part of your thinking, the part of your realization, you see, and as the time goes by, this is going to become more and more significant to you, okay? In fact, at the 17th of November, 17th of November 2019, it is going to be direct continuation of what was happening on the 11th of March, and that particular word is just going to be very significant, and this word is just going to be very much so connected to what you do, what you're doing, and what you need to do in order to become really successful. What is maybe missing in your life, it is all going to make sense. This is really important, Sagittarius. Indeed, a very special message from the spirit world that you're actually going to get. Okay, what else I was going to say, that number 6 is just also saying trying to let you know that there is going to be really powerful, I mean, that there is going to, sorry, powerful materialistic gain. There is going to be the materialistic gain that you're going to have, but this is not just like, oh yeah, materialistic gain. This is just direct result from your hard work, and this is something that you expected, and this is going to be really, really good for you, because it is just going to be the month of your own, not only rebirth, but it's going to be the month of your own personal security and power, and you're going to find yourself in a really, really good, like, kind of a situation, because where you're going to kind of start receiving your rewards this month. This is fantastic, because also there is something really, really important about to slide into your energy. There is something really important to come into your life, and when I say something really important, my goodness, it looks like that by the end of the March your life is literally going to change. Sagittarius, I cannot explain, I cannot stress enough how important this month is going to be, because there is the learning experience that you are actually going to find yourself being very, very strongly attached to, like a new learning experience, but it's not completely different to what you have done, and it's not completely different to what you do and what you focus on. This is an additional thing that you are going to have, that you're going to gain, that you're going to, like, kind of start yourself being the part of, and you're going to love it, because there is a really obsession, but a good obsession in the best possible ways, are going to actually come out of it, and that particular obsession that you are going to have, it's going to help you a lot later on, a lot later on, because it's going to help you to combat something that it's a very difficult part of your life, like maybe like a certain addiction or something like that. There's just so much going to come out of it. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. So you can expect a beautiful new learning experience that you're going to find yourself being part of, find yourself around, and this is just so important. And also it's telling you that this month, if you're not having a job or something like that, you know, this is so important to just keep going, and try to apply for things, and try to do things that you haven't done before. Try to focus on things that you haven't been focusing before. Try to, like, kind of go for the jobs that you didn't go before, because it's all about the challenge. It's all about the challenge this month, but it's also all about you having a sacred power, sacred energy, and sacred, you know, spirits around you who are going to be guiding you and just kind of pushing you towards like a certain directions that you wouldn't normally go towards, but it's going to be absolutely mind-blowing. And also when it comes to the actual optimism, energy, and things like that, I mean, this month is just going to be fantastic, absolutely brilliant. I highly suggest you please get something like a moldavite. Moldavite is one of the most powerful crystals, you know that, I mentioned this before, and it's so important to have moldavite. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and moldavite is just so important, especially when you're creating a lot, and especially when you're focusing on things a lot, and especially when you're going through the certain changes, but especially when you're using like a lot of thinking, like a power of mind. And what moldavite does, it just kind of helps you with the thinking, helps you to realize a certain messages from the spirit world. It attracts finances, and it's very good for career and things like that, but it helps you with the power of thought. It helps you with this particular energy. It helps you with the right direction, and also like it protects you at the same time. It's something that I highly recommend you to have and wear throughout March and April indeed, because it's going to help you a lot with the power of your thought, and it's going to kind of like help you with the balance a lot. And it's absolutely an essential crystal to actually have when we are having lots of new learning experience, or when we are starting new things, where we are going through changes. This is just so good because it helps you to stay grounded, but at the same time it enhances your third psychic eye and helps you to get these spiritual messages, but also at the same time it attracts you nicely, like a wealth, career, and things like that. So it's wonderful for the balance. And when also it is going to be absolutely, it's important to mention what else this means, that this is going to be a great month for negotiations. Any negotiations that you want to have, if you would like to have this month, or anything to if you would like to buy something really big or something really significant, this is going to be the month indeed, because you have got also number 8 that is attached to this month very strongly, and that means that it's going to be very good this month. The whole month is going to be on your side when it comes to career, like a financial situation. This is going to be very good luck when it comes to all these things, you know, attached to it, literally. When it comes to the actual health, you know, this is brilliant when it comes to the long ailments. Okay, my babies, when it comes to the long ailments, when it comes to those things that you kind of didn't see improvements in a really long time, or those things that you didn't see improvements for a while, now this is going to be absolutely brilliant, because you're going to be able to see like a really nice improvements with ailments that you didn't see improvements before. But on another hand, you know, optimism is going to be absolutely bombastic, fantastic, and it's just going to make you feel really, really good, because you're going to have lots of energy. You're going to find yourself in a really good place where you're going to have lots of energy, and that in itself is going to be good, because you're going to achieve a lot this month, and that's going to be absolutely brilliant. The only sensitive areas that I'm seeing are going to be like basically like your head, and it's going to be like your chest, which is again telling me that you are going to have a little bit of like a cold and flu. You're going to be prone to this like a kind of infections. You see, I'm not saying that you're going to be like in the bed, you know, with a cold and flu, but you're going to be a little bit sensitive when it comes to this, and this is nothing unusual at this time of the year anyway. So I suggest what I was suggesting to you before. It's just so important, like when you do natural supplements and things like that, to take it as natural as possible, without any without natural ingredients, no, without any like nasty ingredients or unnecessary ingredients. So I would highly suggest you to get acerola cherry powder, organic acerola cherry powder, which is a natural form of vitamin C, and you can basically get this in a powder. It's without any chemicals, without any rubbish added in it, and this is the point is to have a natural form of vitamin C. And you take this in a little teaspoon, you mix it up with a little bit of water, and you just take it throughout the month. It's just so important, because it's a natural form of vitamin C, and it gives you at around 1000 milligrams per 1 little teaspoon, and it's important because it's just natural. It's just going to help you a lot with the cold and flu symptoms. On the other hand, what else I was going to say to you, March and April are both going to be like a very significant when it comes to the cold and flu symptoms. So I would highly suggest you to get echinacea. You know, I mentioned echinacea. As I always say, echinacea is one of the best herbs when it comes to boosting your immune system by increasing the white cells count in your body. It's very, very powerful herb indeed. I've been taking this for absolute years, okay? Echinacea, I really highly suggest you to get like in a tincture, because it's much better, much more healthier for you, and also it works, it gets into the bloodstream much quicker, and it works quicker, of course. And also, if you are on, and you take echinacea only every now and then when you need it, and if you're on any other medications, or if you're breastfeeding, if you're pregnant, please check with your GP or check with your doctor, because only they can tell you if this can interact with your medications, or if you can take this or not, basically. Now, basically, going on to the first day, that is just going to be very significant. My goodness, we are going to start straight away with the 1st of March. 1st of March, that at the same time is like a basically number 1, 3, 13. So it's a basically 1st of March, which is brilliant, and it's all about your turning point. At the beginning of this month, right on the first day, right on the 1st of March, everything is going to seem different. Everything is going to kind of seem so much nicer. The energy is just going to shift, you know, and everything is just going to feel absolutely brilliant. It is going to be like obviously like a different dimension indeed, and this is exactly what is going to be going on in the universe, and exactly what is just going to be happening at around your sign, because this is going to be a massive turning point for you, and it is all about your own destiny, fortune, and there is going to be a very unusual experience that you are going to have, a very strange experience, very bizarre experience, not nasty or anything like that. It is just going to be a very unusual experience that you are going to have on this day, and it's just going to be really bizarre. And this is really important, because this is very significant when it comes to your own spiritual journey. This is something that you need to go through indeed, in order for your spirit to evolve and go on the next level. So this is a very important point, a very important moment that you're actually going to have, because there is a certain omen that you are going to also see on this particular day, and that particular omen that you are going to see, it's also going to come and going to happen in the form of a little spider. A little spider is going to have a very hidden message for you, very important message for you, and it means that there is this very soon going to happen, that when you're actually going to meet somebody who is going to be very significant and who is going to have amazing impact on your life, literally. It means that you are about to meet, and you're about to basically literally you're about to meet a sacred relationship, somebody very special, who is going to have a major impact on your life in the best possible way. This is what the spider, little spider, is going to try to let you know. And and this is just so significant. And also at the same time, try to think about what was on your mind, what were you thinking about, and it's like, just, you know, it is going to have a little hidden meanings for you. It is all going to make sense to you, don't you worry. On another hand, at the 1st of March, by the end of that day, this is all going to be about your own personal transformation. You are going to really want to change things. You're really going to straight away, you know how you're gonna feel. You're gonna feel like things that were around you. You're gonna think like, oh, why did I leave this plant there for so long? Oh, why did I leave this lamp here for so long? Oh, why don't I change these candles? And this is so good. This is such an important energy. It's to do with the feng shui. It's okay to just keep on changing things. It's really good instead of keeping them always the same, because it's just a manipulation of energy in the best possible way, and it's just keeping the energy really fresh instead of stale, you see. And this is why this is so important. So you will feel like you want to change things, like you want to like do things, and you may not even realize, like a little bit of like I want to like this feeling, until you kind of attach yourself to this particular energy, until you become the part of this particular energy, and until you realize that this is what's needed from you at this stage in your life to actually start like a little bit like changing things in your home. And also very important to connect to the spirituality and to the spirits, you know. It's all going to be about you making a strong connection with the spiritual things, like maybe like a crystal. Maybe you will want to buy like a beautiful crystal like this and take it home, bring it home. It all depends. It is going to be very strong connection with the spirituality that you are going to have, and that's absolutely the right thing to do. There is going to be somebody really important by the end of the 1st of March that is just going to become be playing a really important role in your life, because there is a wonderful person that is going to come through, and this person is just going to have a really wonderful impact on you, because it is just going to give you like some kind of idea, an important idea that you're going to get through somebody, and this is going to be really good, and also it's going to become the new starting point for you. Another important date, it's actually going to be on the 15th of March, my babies. Now, the 15th of March is just going to be like, ooh la la, the beginning of the whole new adventure. Okay, you're gonna feel very enthusiastic. The enthusiasm on this particular day is going to be very significant. You're gonna be able to feel this like there is no tomorrow. You're gonna feel really radiant. You're gonna feel really good. You're gonna feel really powerful. You're gonna be bursting like with the radiance. Other people are going to be able to notice this as well, and it is going to be absolutely wonderful day. And it's not only about that, but you're going to feel very open to learn new things, very open to start new things, very open to learning new experiences. It is all going to be about your own personal spiritual awakening. When it comes to you going on the next stage, you will want more, you will want more, you will want more. Whatever you do, if you're at work and you have a career, you will want more. If you're like retired and you're focusing on different things, you know, you will kind of want to go on the next stage of the level that you're at the moment. You will want to like explore more. Whatever your situation is, whatever maybe hobby you may be doing, you will just want to go on to the next stage here. Indeed, it is going to be such an important time, like there is no tomorrow, and this energy is going to be very strong. This energy is going to be very important, and this is what I said about the Moldavite. You know, when you're focusing on the certain things, the Moldavite helps you like to shift you up even more, to shift this energy even more, and to get you to the right direction even sooner, even quicker. It's absolutely wonderful, you see. And also the 15th of March is just going to kind of bring you a really important resolution to the problem. Huge, massive problem is coming to an end. Sagittarius I can't explain how important this is, because this problem is something that's been around for the last 3 years. Within the last 3 years, this problem occurred, and it's really big, it's really huge. At the same time, you will want to like reconnect with certain people to celebrate, and also it is going to be a little compromise that it's going to come through. There is going to be the compromise that you're going to need to kind of follow, but this is going to be absolutely brilliant, because this is just going to be a lot about your healing. Also very important for your own personal healing. When we are kind of like going to the healing moments, and we like need to heal ourselves, and we need a little bit of more power, a little bit of more protection, I highly suggest to get like a lapis lazuli. Highly suggest to wear this also March and April, because lapis lazuli is known as a stone of an ancient Egypt. And it's very, very important indeed when it comes to our third psychic eye, when it comes to the spirit world, when it comes to the spirits, and when it comes to the healing as well, because it just helps us to like kind of like use the energy in the best possible way. It also helps us with the balance so much, but especially when we are going through the healing moments like you're going to be going through in March and April. You see, this is brilliant because it helps with the balance grounding indeed, but above all, it helps you a lot to have a strong connection with the spirit and the spirit world, the universe, and things like that. Okay, let me just tell you one thing, that the 15th of March is also going to be kind of like the whole new motivation. There is another motivation. You see, the 15th of March is very similar to the 1st of March, the continuation. It would be like the 15th of March because it's all going to be about that motivation. It seems like this motivation is going to be the right thing to do indeed, because it's going to be your own step in the right direction that is just going to become absolutely life-changing, because this is going to be your way towards your own personal victory and mental clarity, and it's going to be absolutely brilliant because you're going to be able to buy something really special for yourself after this moment indeed. The third important date that I'm going to kind of mention is going to be on the 31st of March, the very last day of that month. I need to just let you know that somebody's just going to be like a little bit fake, somebody's going to be a little bit phony, somebody's going to be a little bit bizarre, somebody's going to be a little bit strange. I was like, I would be like, don't make something important, or do not rush into any decisions. This is what I need to say to you, because it's almost like you're going to be rushed into some kind of decisions. So just remember me, please remember Sasha. Hello, don't rush into any decisions, okay? Because if you rush into decisions, any decision on the 31st of March, on this particular day, what is going to happen? You will repeat your own error. Okay, this is a highly karmic situation. Okay, so all you need to remember is don't rush into any decisions, okay, because it will repeat your own error. That's all you need to remember, my beautiful babies. And when we are like surrounded by the negative people, and when we are surrounded by somebody like really low, it's the best to get like a black tourmaline, please. Black tourmaline, you know, it's ridiculously powerful, okay, because it's the best crystal against all sorts of negative energy, negative people, low vibration, low people. Black tourmaline protects you, and black tourmalines protect your energy. So if when this person is around, you know, it's the best to protect yourself, because it depends how we feel, it depends where our spirit is at, it depends how strong we are at the time, because if we are very sensitive, then we can be affected by the negative energies and negative people and things like that. So black tourmaline is the most powerful crystal when it comes to the personal protection against all sorts of negative energies, including psychic attacks, evil eye, and things like that. Please get black tourmaline. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link is in the description below. And this is something that I also highly recommend, but also to wear every time when you are surrounded by the negative or nasty or horrible people, you see, so you protect yourself, because they can have a rather strong energy. Now the first part of March, as I said, is just going to start like a boom, absolutely incredible, absolutely amazing indeed. And what is going to happen, this is all going to be the reason why it's going to feel so good, because your spiritual journey is coming to the certain completion. Now it's all about the completion. Now this feeling in itself is just going to make you feel really creative, but at the same time the grounding is going to be really important, because you're going to have a very strong connection with the earth this month indeed. So you just need to like kind of, it would be fantastic if again you can just at least put your hands like this on the ground somewhere in an untouched nature. It would be perfect, ideal. But if it's not untouched, then it doesn't matter really. But if you can just ground yourself at some point this month and just relax and just put your hands on the ground, chill out, relax a little bit, and just imagine beautiful white light surrounding you, going through your hands, going down on one hand, going down on the other hands, and just going down through every single finger into the ground, just like a tree roots, just like a tree roots. You see, this is what you imagine. At the same time, it's re-energizing you like there is no tomorrow. At the same time, it is like your own rebirth indeed, and it makes you feel so good. This is going to be really important, because there is going to be an instinctive situation that you are going to have, which is going to be the realization that you will have, and this in itself is just going to become the part of your own celebration. celebration. You will want to celebrate because you're going to realize something, and that is just going to become very, very important to you for the next stage of the development in your life, where other people are also going to benefit from it. An important ending that you are going to have, and this is going to be so important because what is going to bring you realization but also indecision. There are a couple of things that is just going to be on your mind and you're not going to sure what to do, and it's just going to be really brilliant because you're going to have a reconnection with somebody who's kind of going to give you a certain advice. This is somebody who you really like, somebody who's like a really important person in your life, and this advice is going to be brilliant because it's all going to be about your direction, new direction, about the time when you were really depressed and disappointed a little bit, but it's all about your own assertiveness and security and power in the next stage. This compassion from this particular person is going to be very significant. It's like your friend or family member, somebody who you really like, but you're really going to benefit really karmically so well from this particular situation indeed, because it's all about you kind of getting a little bit of balance through somebody else who is just going to kind of support you at the time when you're just going to be like uncertain, and that person is going to be the right person to support you because it's somebody really important in your life indeed. And that is just all going to be about yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. This is what you're going to be wondering, my babies. This is what you're going to be wondering, and the answer, my sweeties, is actually going to be yes. And also, please, 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 there's going to be an important journey that you're going to have this, and this is an important journey here. When I see the journey, planning trip or journey, you don't need to go on this particular week, but as long as you plan with the energy of this particular week, you know, there is still going to be very strong energy attached to this journey. That means it's going to be very strong and very spiritual because it happened and it occurred on this month. You don't have to go this month, but as long as you're thinking about it and focusing and planning it, it's going to be fine. It's going to bring you, and it's going to resolve in you having a really fantastic idea, and that idea is going to be literally life-changing, something that you really need in your life, something that you need to cut out of your life. Is something that you need to cut out of your life in order to move on and bring other things. You will see exactly what I mean. Okay, now the second part of March 2019, it's going to bring you a challenge. I can see you being a little bit nervous. I can see you a little bit stressed, but this is not too much. Not to, you know, it's not going to be nothing like, oh, too stressed or something like that. But it is just based. The reason why you're going to like be a little bit nervous and stressed is just because the challenge is going to be through somebody, with somebody around you who's trying to control you, and this is not a nice person, and somebody who's having an effect on you like that you're not free because somebody is trying to control you. Who is this, my gorgeous Sagittarius? Who is trying to control you? There is somebody who's not nice person, not a really nice person, somebody who's very low energy, low vibration, and somebody is trying to control you. And this is what you're going to find challenging, because you're going to need to kind of like do something, you're going to need to say something, you're going to need to act on something, you're going to need to, you know, deal with something, but it's that person that is going to be around to control you. You're going to realize that you're not yourself around this person, and that's not good when you're not yourself around somebody, because somebody is intimidating you so much, and you just have to like kind of ignore it, do whatever you need to do. If you find it challenging and you still need to deal with like a nasty person or a horrible person, please deal with it, because it's going to be absolutely fine. I can see that you're going to have a power because you are going to have your wings this month. Okay, you're going to be like a little butterfly that is going to be flying around, and just going from one dimension to another dimension, just looking at your own situation from all these different angles, and that in itself is just going to bring you the whole new picture. Okay, so it is all about you being free, and it's all about you doing what you want to do, and do not get intimidated by other people, and don't let other people to intimidate you at all, because you're strong, you're powerful, you're ambitious, and this is all about directing and redirecting that particular energy. And this is when I mentioned Moldavite. You see, you're ambitious, you're strong, you're powerful. All you need to do is just direct that particular energy towards things that you are doing, and nobody's going to be able to intimidate you, because you are going to be on top of the world. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so what else I was going to say, that there is like a certain amount of money that you are going to get, and that particular amount of money is actually going to surprise you. It's going to come out of the blue, it's going to happen out of the blue, and this is going to be brilliant, because it's just going to be like the direct result of like something that you've been focusing on, and you kind of forgot about it a little bit. Now it's going to come through, which is like a little bit of extra money. It's always welcome anyway. But also there is something going to happen when it comes to the actual prospect. There's a certain prospect going to come through, and you're going to really want to like kind of learn something completely different. But this is also going to kind of need from you to kind of take a step back and just to think about a certain stage of your life and what you need to do, because there is a certain stage of your life that is going to become evident here that you're powerless about, and you know it's all about patience, you know it's all about the time and time and time, and now you're going to come kind of like your patience is going to be like, oh, you know, I don't know, I really want to do it, I really want to do it. Just remember, just keep going, keep going. You're going to be absolutely fine. Try to not lose your concentration, and just remember, just keep going, and keep focus, focus, focus. This is just so important because your focus is going to be crystal clear anyway. And what else I was going to say, please, 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 there is going to be also the news that you are going to get. The news that you are going to get at the end of the the second week of March 2019. It's first going to make you feel like a little bit sad, because you will realize that, not too sad, but it's going to make you feel a little bit sad because you didn't go towards the direction that you wanted to go. Something will unfold and make you realize that you're just going to have to like wait a little bit longer in order to make a really big move that you wanted to do, so make a really big change that you really wanted to do for quite a while actually. Don't worry, because there is going to be absolutely wonderful realization that you are going to have. You've got everything to do you need to have. You've got plenty of resources. You've got even more. It is all about you realizing things about certain things about your life. It's all about you stepping, you know, away from your life for a second, just look at the bigger picture, and it is just going to bring you something completely different. And also, by the time you get to the last part of March, my beautiful Sagittarius, it's actually going to be a very, very important honor, very important honor, very important time for those of you that are working, for those of you that are having careers. My goodness, because there is going to be an honor, very good achievement that you are going to have, and that achievement is going to be followed by you feeling really good, you feeling really proud, you feeling really confident. It's going to be like, yes, and other people are going to be proud of you, and the financial situation is going to improve here indeed. Please, Sagittarius, listen to me. This is important for those of you that are looking for work. It's just keep on applying, keep on applying, keep on applying, because there is an important job, important work going to actually manifest at the end of March 2019, and this is going to be life-changing for you, because financially this is going to be like, ooh la la, on top of the world again, because financially this is going to be really, really good, and you're going to be presented with a certain choices that you haven't been presented before, and they will all be good, they will all be significant, and there is going to be the learning you know, the learning, you're going to need to learn certain things, obviously, like a learning experience that is going to be connected to this, and it's just like about a couple of years of like a certain projection of something, certain development of something. It's going to be one step at a time, but it's just all going to bring it a whole new world of possibilities indeed. What else I was going to say, it's like basically also the one more thing that I was going to say is just be careful. There is another person, a couple of things, a couple of people are going to kind of like be a little bit scrutinized this month. Sorry. The first one is in mid-March. I told you to be careful about. The second one is actually going to happen at the end of March 2019. There is a man that I need you to be careful. Somebody who's lying. Somebody is going to try to lie something, and you know that this is not somebody good, and you're gonna kind of need to make a really important decision, because this person will need to kind of go away, or you will need to go away from this particular person. The one in the mid-March was completely different situation, the one that was controlling you, but this is the second one that is scrutinizing you, and this is somebody that's in your life, and this is somebody that's maybe a little bit closer to you, maybe somebody that is around you, you know, and maybe you should just move on, because it's making you feel really bad, it's making you feel really negative, it's making you feel like a little bit bitter, and this person is just not really honest, it's not a nice person, it's a very dark energy, very, very dark energy indeed. And every time when people are around these people, they're kind of in a low energy movement, which is not really good. So there is going to be the moment. Now the bottom line is, Sagittarius is my baby, the last part of March is going to bring you a very, very powerful insight when it comes to that person that is not good to you, that is not good for you, that is not good around you, and it's been scrutinizing you for a while, and it's been scrutinizing you for a long time, making you feel really bad about yourself and things like that. Guess what? You're actually going to have your own a little bit of a challenge around that person, and you're just going to do something, and this is is going to be the major stepping point that you're going to have, and this is going to be your own victory, mental clarity, because you will do something really important. You will move on from this person, and that in itself is going to be huge. That in itself is going to be life-changing. That in itself is going to bring you the whole new insight, and it's going to make you feel really happy, and it's going to make you realize, I should have done this a long time ago. And this in itself is going to be your own victory, mental clarity indeed, and it's just going to have a wonderful and enlightening effect on you. This is absolutely brilliant. I say to you, the March is going to be absolutely all around the place, but most certainly it is going to be the most important month this year. Very, very important month indeed. Now I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to those of you, Sagittarius, that are actually in relationship. Those of you that are in relationship. Oops. Yeah, it is going to be very, you see, those of you that are in relationship, it is just going to be like a little bit of an issue that you're going to deal with, and it's not going to be easy. It is going to be a little bit of bickering you're going to be going on, and I think it's not to do with you necessarily, but it's quite to do with your partner. You see, you've got a little bit of a devil here. Now, devil, it is just going to be a little bit of a problem that is just going to come back, and when I said that the problem is going to come back, it is just something that started before, something that manifested before, something that started some time back, and it was left unresolved, and now it's going to need to come back for you to deal with. It is not going to be that great, it is not going to be that pleasant, but you need to do this. You need to do this, you need to deal with this problem, because otherwise it's just going to be like both of you are not going to like be, you're not going to be able to like kind of move on and be happy with your lives. I'm not talking about like something really huge and major, but it's just like some kind of problem that arose some time back at around 7 or 8 months ago, that you just kind of left it unresolved, and this needs a little bit of your input, this needs a little bit of your energy. So therefore the energy in between you two, it's going to be like a little bit like a touchy feely, you know, for the first like a couple of weeks, but then the last couple of weeks, you know, in March, the things are just going to resolve themselves, and it's going to be absolutely fine. It is going to be the moment when you're going to book something together, you're going to do something together, you're going to start something together, and there's also an important negotiation that you're going to have. There is a huge problem that is coming to an end. The conclusion is just going to be amazing that you're going to have, because it's going to have direct impact on your relationship. But above all, you need to like basically what you need to do, like what is the best to do is like to plan some kind of trip or journey, go away, go for a couple of days away if you want, or change the scenery. It's going to be really important, and it's going to bring you absolutely the right balance of energy, which is just going to reflect on both of you. However, the end of March is just going to be good for both of you, because your relationship is actually going to go on the whole next level, whole new level for this. And also your partner is actually going to surprise you this month, and it is going to be quite a good surprise. Okay, now I'm just going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect sorry, to those of you Sagittarius babies that are actually single and ready to mingle. God. Okay, oh. Now, oops, Sagittarius. You see, it's like you are just going to have a great time this month. You are going to be meeting lots of people this month. It's going to be a very social month. It is going to be the month of reconnection with people from the past. A couple of people from the past are going to be very significant with your reconnections indeed. And you will be going out, meeting quite a few people. It is going to be the month when you're going to feel really good. It is going to be the month when you're going to feel really radiant. It's going to be the month when you're going to feel very, very sexy indeed, and other people are going to be able to feel this. And what else I was going to say, that you will be able to manipulate this energy in a really good way, because remember, it is all about the power of thinking. It is all about this thinking energy. It is all about this direction where you direct this energy, and you're going to feel good, and other people that you want to be noticed by are going to be able to notice you. And there are lots of new situations that you're going to be going through. You're going to really, really enjoy yourself. I can see you like meeting quite a few new people and flirting a lot and getting quite a lot out of it, you see. But there is somebody really in particular that you're going to meet, and you're not going to be able to kind of forget that person. You're not going to be able to forget thinking about that particular person. That person is going to become the part of your mind. That person is going to become the part of your spiritual journey. That person is going to become the part of you very soon. And basically, this is going to be someone really special, someone very significant, very, very smart and intelligent, somebody extremely educated, or is just acting like really educated, but somebody who's having a really responsible job of like deciding something for other people, and somebody who's having absolutely perfect life, a work-life balance and things like that. So first of all, you're going to meet this person, and firstly you're going to have a chat with this person, and this person is going to inspire you with what they did and what they do in their life and things like that. But first of all, it's just going to be like a friendly thing, like that kind of situation, and then later on it is going to become something really, really special. So Sagittarius, my babies, prepare to be swept off your feet. But what I suggest, you just go and enjoy yourself and do as much as you do as much as you can this month. Go out as much as you can, because there is someone really, really special about to manifest, and you will see exactly what I mean. So what can I say to you? Look what the kind of months you're going to have. It is like a lot of signs are going to have a very significant month, because March is just very special. March has got a very special energies. March has got a very special power. March has got a very special like a balance that is just like reflecting on every single one of us in such a wonderful ways, and it's lots of new opportunities. And I can't explain enough, and I can't stress enough how important this month is going to be, especially when it comes to you, my beautiful Sagittarius, and you will see exactly what I mean. Okay, I'm sending you brightest blessings, love, healing, and light. Mwah. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.